I'm going to show you how to make one of these. So this is what I call a cheap picture frame. So what is it made of? Cardboard, saran wrap, and a piece of regular plain paper with a printout on it. This is a memory I made recently. So I got to ride my mini bike with a group of people, and I absolutely loved it. It was so much fun. So I encourage you to get out, have fun with your mini bikes, meet new people, go exploring. So where am I in this picture?
All right, so what you can do is multiple things. You can take a photo from your computer, your phone, print it out with your printer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a still from a video here, and I'll show you how I do it. So I use Media Player Classic. It's free software. Let's go ahead and pull up the video here. Alright, so this is where you can pick any frame you want here. So I will show you how to go frame by frame here in a second. Oh, I think that's a good shot right there. Alright, so if you hold Control on your keyboard and use the left and right arrow keys, you can go back frame by frame. So what I really like is the kid behind me. He's doing a wheelie. And I know the image is kind of blurry and washed out. That's okay. It's no big deal. This is just an example. But what we'll do is we'll exit full screen. So I'm going to press F11 here. I'm just going to make it full window here. And we'll go to File. And then we'll go to Save Image. I'm going to save it to videos. Why not? So we'll do it as PNG. You get a little bit better quality with PNG rather than JPEG. So we'll save it there. Okay, if you want to adjust the color and brightness of your photo, go ahead and do that. There's plenty of software out there you can use for free, like GIMP would be one of them. And I'm going to use Adobe Photoshop since I already have it. So that's what I'm used to. So here's the image right here. I'm just going to drag it over to Photoshop here. Make it full windowed mode here. So I'm going to use Alt and scroll to zoom in here. So the image is definitely washed out. I would say it's a little bit hazy and all that. I'm going to go ahead and double click here, then click OK. We'll go up to image, we'll go to adjustments, we'll do a levels adjust. So the best thing you can do is take the arrows here and bring it up to the edge of the mountain right here, which should be like right here at the edge. Now you can do that, or you could just do an auto adjust and let the computer figure it out for you, which it pretty much put it in the same spot. So it's already brighter. Let's go ahead and let's go to brightness and contrast here. I'm going to drag this over. Let's do auto, see what it does. Alright, so that looks even a little better. We can drag this up. Ooh, yeah, do you see that? See that difference there? Brightness, yeah, that's washed out horribly. So what you can do is just mess with the sliders until you find a spot where you like the way it looks. So whatever you prefer. I'm going to leave the brightness probably about 2. It'll be fine. Contrast. It honestly looks better that way if we bring the brightness up just a tad. Try not to wash out the image completely. I like that. What we can do now is go to adjustments, vibrance, bring that over. I'm going to bring up the saturation just a little bit, maybe about 32. So that looks decent. It already looks better than it did originally. And let's check. Let's see. Is there anything else? So we can do curves here. So if you want, you can do auto mode. So it's brought it up even a little more. And you can see if we adjust this right here, you can kind of see what it does. So yeah, let's cancel on that. And it's fine the way it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to file, save as. We'll save it to videos again. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add on the name here at the front. We'll just add a 2 and a space so it's not complaining about the same file name. Save. Large file is fine. We're going to go ahead and go to the folder again. Alright, so here is the file right here. I'm going to right click, open with, and then we'll do photos. It's the Windows app. we'll make that full windowed mode here. And then we'll go up here, just a little icon. It looks like a printer. We'll click print. All right. So we'll do landscape, main tray, plain paper is correct. Full page. So I don't want it to fill page. I want it to shrink to fit so we get the full image. We'll have to cut off the white areas here with scissors. And then we'll go ahead and print.
All right, so here is the final printout. Now, don't expect anything fancy making a photo frame like this. This is for somebody that feels good making something with their own hands. So if you want to get a regular photo frame and do it the proper way, go ahead and do it. I don't care. This video is for people that want to save a nickel or two. So, yeah. I like creating things with my hands. That's the way I've always been. And if I can save money, I'm going to do it. So this is really satisfying and rewarding to do it this way, in my opinion. So that's why I'm making the video. Okay, all we're gonna need is cling wrap, saran wrap, doesn't matter the brand. Just regular scissors, any sort of clear tape, and just a stapler. So, and then last but not least, cardboard that is preferably thin. Go ahead and get cutting here. Doesn't have to be perfect. If it's a little sloppy, it's okay. So I'm just gonna do a quickie here. I just don't care. You know, it's really satisfying to do this, though. I love it. Alright. Hi, baby. Luna's stealing the show again. Oh, you're so sweet. Hi, baby. Bye. Oh. Alright. So, you're on my cardboard. Here. I have to move you, okay? Here you go. Go say hi to the camera. Alright. You're so sweet. Alright, come on down. Come on. Oh, good girl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out this section right here. You head bumping me. You're so sweet. Alright. This doesn't have to be perfect at all. What we can do is just, if you want to hold it with a couple fingers or one finger, whatever, and just cut around. Or if you want to get a pencil and just like mark the lines on the cardboard, go ahead and do that. I'm just going to freehand it here, so. It'll be a little bit more difficult to cut through cardboard here, but whatever. If you cut your image a little bit, don't cut too deep, I guess it's fine. You can live with imperfections. Because nothing's perfect anyways. Alright, let's get this edge here. Alright. I cut a little slice there in the image. Oh well. Alright, so take Mr. Stapler here. What you can do is, if you want, you can put tape on the back, hold it down, or if you want to like reinforce it, go ahead. I'm just going to staple the corners. So, there's many ways to approach this. I'm just going to do it my way. Go ahead and then we'll do the opposite corner here. About there, it's pretty flat. Alright. last corner. All right. So we're almost there. Take your cling wrap, saran wrap, whatever you call it. Don't need much. Just kind of like you're wrapping a present here. So that should be about enough right there. I like to hold the roll a little stiff like this so that I can cut a little easier, make a clean cut. So watch out for your fingers, of course. That'll be fine. What you do is you try to get it as smooth as you can get it and unfold any corners that have wrapped around each other. Hey baby, she's back. Oh. Alright. So then I'm gonna fold it around like that. Make sure you don't scratch the plastic and rip it up. So kind of what you want to do is try to stretch it out as much as you can gently and kind of hold down the image firm. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one side here, get my tape ready here, and just like that. And we'll go ahead and roll it back over, kind of check things out here, make sure there's no rips. Just kind of work out the creases in the plastic here. One more time. At the end of the day, you're probably still going to see some reflection on the saran wrap or whatever you call it. You might see some tiny ripples here or there, but this is going to be a nowhere near perfect picture frame. It is a picture frame made by love with my own two hands. So out of the love of creating things with my hands and saving a little bit of money in the process. So all right. Messed that up. Oh well, what I'll do is I'll just split it in two. So here we go. There we go. That'll work. We'll use the last piece right here. Alright guys, is it perfect? No, obviously not. You might think it looks kind of ugly. I think it looks nice. Well, I actually like it. It's enjoyable to do stuff like this. So now, if somebody spills their coffee or decides to chuck it at the wall, hopefully the plastic won't melt, but it should be protected from liquids and moisture. Backside, who cares? Out of sight, out of mind. Mount it to the wall. Feel free to do whatever you want with it. And you know what the biggest benefit of all is? Most picture frames have glass. You drop it and it shatters this. You can throw it around. You can throw it like a frisbee. And it's still gonna hold up because it's lightweight and it's durable. You know, just don't bend it. Don't punch it. But there you go. There is my DIY picture frame. And I'll go grab my other one. So now I've got two. You can make them any size, shape you want. Any paper you want to use, glossy photo paper, whatever you want to use. Oh, there you go.